Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. I failed everything that I thought I stood for yesterday, and I feel horrible about it, to be honest. I am so over it. Um, you know, let's just talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
So, yesterday we did our usual Monday live stream, and I look at YouTube as an area or an avenue to exchange ideas, to build a community, to talk about the things that matter. And in the course of that, there are differences of opinions. And that's not uncommon. In fact, it happens all the time. But I have my own moral compass, and I totally disregarded it yesterday. And I don't know what came over me. And to you, the viewers, the members, the subscribers, I apologize. For some of you, it was okay. But for me, I realized that I just simply walked away from my own moral compass. And that's not right. I feel horrible about it. I really do. Now, for those of you that haven't seen it, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. For those that did witness this, I'm going to go over it again. And for those of you that have or want to say something about it, feel free. That being said, if you appreciate the channel, if you appreciate the effort we put into it, if you appreciate the ability to recognize that we know when our moral compass goes off kilter, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up. All right, so we know that in order to grow a channel, we have to be engaging. In order to do anything, we have to get people to be wanting to watch what we do. And YouTube ends up becoming highly categorized and, in many instances, entertainment. Some of it's good, wholesome entertainment. Some of it's not so great entertainment. Some of it is something in between. Yesterday, we had a live stream. And during that live stream, we had a guest. And that guest, and actually, we had several guests, um, they got into a very disturbing conversation. Now, neither one of them has anything to do with what I'm going to say. And when I say they don't have anything to do with it, what I mean is they're voicing their opinions, but their opinions went way off kilter. First off, you know, we can be mature adults and oppose each other and agree to disagree, and but we don't need toxic, toxic language. Second off, I do have an issue. You know, when somebody has a problem with me, put it out there. Come on, bring it to me. Tell me what your problem with me is. But don't talk about my child. And that's what happened yesterday is that one person started talking about another person's child. That, honestly, is just not correct. Because, you know, I've made this statement before, and I can't believe I was so blind. I was so blind, and I'm so torn about it. that I didn't stand by what I said. We should not be including and being derogatory and making accusations about people's families and children. They don't have anything to do with this shit. Okay? If they're not a part of it, if they aren't actively engaged in it, they're not a part of it. And with that being said, children especially, I just feel mortified almost. You know what? I don't feel mortified. That video, that live stream is no longer available. It's been taken care of. But I allowed it to happen. I could have just shut it down right there. I could have muted people. I could have done all kinds of things. But what did I do? I let it continue. I let it continue thinking I could help drive a direction. But it can't. We can't control the instantaneous responses on the other side. But then I let it keep going. And when bad things take place, then the people in the chat help drive that as well. And so I really and truly, I woke up 3 times last night thinking about this. I didn't dream about it, but I woke up thinking about it. And I couldn't believe what I did. In the end, what I decided was I failed. I was a complete and utter failure in this particular respect. And it goes against everything that Arlen and I try and bring forward. You know, we're not in this YouTube venue to become rich by any way, shape, or means. We don't need this money. We don't, do we use the money we make from it? Of course we do. It goes to our charitable giving and the site's expenses. But other than that, it has nothing to do. It's not going to change our lives by having it or not having it. But yet, I let it continue. I let it continue, and there was no reason for it. Absolutely. It's not like I need to go buy food, so I need that income. That's not it at all. And I thought about it, and I said, why would you do that, Mike? Why would you? What benefit is it? It wasn't constructive by any way, shape, or means. Nobody else really learned that much other than men need to be responsible for their actions. But there are much better ways for men to learn to be responsible for their actions. And absolutely derogatory language that is just completely unnecessary. Accusation about people's families and their children. That's completely off base. And I can't believe I did it. And for that, I apologize. I profusely apologize. That's not what this channel is about. And that's not what this channel should be about. We tell you what our life is like. And quite frankly, neither person, none of the people involved were really relaying what life is like, or our life at least. Okay? Accusations were made, names were called, and it went off the wall. And it just was not reasonable. And for that, I'm just going to have to apologize. And we're going to make some big changes when it comes to our live streams. And if it affects us in a negative manner, there's nothing we can do about it. But our moral compass should not change. I'm very happy with our moral compass, but yesterday it just swung the other way, I think. That's unfair. It's unreasonable. That material, if left up, will be available forever. And, the internet is what it is. And that is a miserable feeling. It's one thing to, there are YouTube channels that go over all of the positive and negative aspects, and some of them do a very good job. They present the truth, they are reasonable about presenting the truth, and whatever accusations they have is up to them. Some do a bad job on the accusations and the gossip, some do a good job. But we allowed something to transpire that we just don't want. And again, I just apologize. I really do. Um, there's a limit to what we should and should not allow. Our live streams are going to be much different in the future. I'm going to make sure that we don't allow personal attacks on family and friends. I'm going to make sure that our chat is kept reasonably, relatively constructive. Now, we're going to talk about, freedom of speech. Whatever happened to freedom of speech? Well, something, freedom of speech doesn't extend everywhere. And it may not extend in our channel. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. There are exceptions to all rules. There really and truly are. Can you troll people? Can you be dramatic? Some of that stuff, you don't have to be a nasty human being to do that. Can you be truthful about it? Sure. But being nasty is just not something for us. There's no need to do that. If you were there, your thoughts, they'd be interesting comments. If you weren't there, it's not around for you to see again, but I think you get a general idea of the direction. What are your thoughts? And when it comes to freedom of speech, should we even be concerned that we won't allow certain things? I don't know. You tell us. Please put your comments below. Thanks. Have a great day.